Yo, what's up? Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji here, and it's time for another review. Now, before I begin, just want to let y'all know, like I usually do, that if y'all hear any background noises and whatnot, that's my family. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. I just want to give y'all a heads up, just in case y'all hear it, even though it's a little far now. Anyways, today's review is going to be on the 1976 Hong Kong Kung Fu film classic from the Loeway Motion Picture Company, Shaolin Wooden Man, starring Jackie Chan, Kang, Doris Chun-Erh, Kang, let's see, Chan Pin Yu, Wu Te-Shan or Mo Dak-san, and more. And fight choreography is done by Jackie Chan and Ming, aka Tommy Lee. And it's written by Yan and directed by Lo Wei, who's well known for being the director of Bruce Lee's The Big Boss and Fist of Fury for Golden Harvest, and a couple of martial arts films from Shaw Brothers as well. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin with the plot of this film. Now, the story is about. Sorry, y'all. This is what I get from trying to talk too fast. Anyway, the story about this film revolves around Little Mute, played by Jackie Chan, who was traumatized into silence by the murder of his father by a very skilled kung fu fighter and a leader of a ruthless gang. And he decides to join the Shaolin Temple to train and take revenge. Along the way, he also learns secret kung fu techniques from a prisoner in the temple. As we come to find out, that said prisoner is the man that he is looking for to take revenge on. Throughout this movie, you'll get to see, Jackie and, Little Mute, played by Jackie Chan, and the prisoner played by, Kang, and on their journey. Journeying together throughout China, as Little Mute finds his way to plot his revenge on the prisoner himself for the murder of his father, while also training under Shaolin monks, and again, especially in the Shaolin Wooden Man Chamber. Will he succeed in these trials and finally take on revenge on the prisoner, who is the man that killed his father and put it into his rule along with the gang, or will he fail? Who knows? I mean, if y'all watch this movie, you already know the answer, right? Now, the story in this film is actually pretty dark and very serious. You know what I'm saying? It's very different from like the kung fu comedy films that Jackie Chan will do later on in his career. Now, this was made during the post-Bruce Lee era in the 70s in Hong Kong and in Taiwan when it comes to martial arts cinema. It was throughout this time that Lo Wei and the other directors were trying to turn, Jackie Chan into the new Bruce Lee. And again, this is before Jackie Chan was able to find his footing with the kung fu comedy, with the films Snake and Eagle Shadow and Drunken Master, directed by Wu Ping, along with, to some extent, Spiritual Kung Fu, as well as his directorial debut, The Fearless Hyena, and his directorial debut for Golden Harvest, The Master, and his modern-day action films like Police Story and so on, and then Project A and Rumble in the Bronx. But that's neither here nor there. The story is, like I said, it's pretty dark, pretty serious, and also very intriguing, you know what I'm saying, especially with some of the twists and turns, you know what I'm saying. Jackie Chan does a good job in playing a Little Mute, who is mostly mute, you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to spoil the whole movie, but when it comes to that final fight, you're definitely going to see the payoff of him being mute later on, you know what I'm saying? Especially due to his, Shaolin Temple training and whatnot, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? The other characters are pretty interesting, especially the waitress played by Doris Chun-Erh, who also does some pretty cool uh, action in her own right in the kung fu films that she was starring in as the lead. You know what I'm saying? In Taiwan and Hong Kong. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Um, yeah, there's not much more I can say. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make this too long, but yeah, Jackie Chan did a good job in his role as the mute. Kang also did a good job. Doris Long, Kang, uh, Chen Pei as the Shaolin nun, Kang as the waiter, uh, Mo Dak-san or Wu Te-Shan as the drunken monk. He also did a good job in his role. All the cast did a fantastic job in their acting, in my opinion. So the story, characters, and acting all get a 4 out of 5 in my opinion. The action is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? It might be a little slow, by today's standards, you know what I'm saying? But for its time, it's actually pretty good. The fight choreography was definitely pretty good. Jackie Chan and Ming definitely did their thing with the kung fu, showcasing the 5 animal styles of Shaolin, like the tiger, the crane, the snake, the leopard, and the dragon, which is awesome, you know what I'm saying? And this is something that you will see in spiritual kung fu as well, back in like 1976 or 77 or 78, you know what I'm saying, around that time, you know what I'm saying? And this will be one of the main this film, along with spiritual kung fu, is one of the main inspirations for the fighting game series Tekken, especially the character Lei Wulong, you know what I'm saying? And as y'all know, Lei Wulong practices both 5 animal style kung fu and drunken boxing. So it combines like the 5 animal kung fu that Jackie Chan does in Shaolin Wooden Men in this film, along with spiritual kung fu, as well as drunken boxing when Jackie Chan plays Wong Fei Hong in Drunken Master 1 back in 1978, and its sequel, Drunken Master 2, back in 1992 or 93 or 94, Anyways, yeah, the fight scenes, like I said, that might be a little slow, but, you know what I'm saying, it's still pretty good, in my opinion. And, it definitely holds up, especially for 1970 status when it comes to the classical kung fu shapes, you know what I'm saying? Now, this was during a time where Hong Kong and Taiwanese filmmakers decided to return to the classical kung fu shapes, that we saw from the black and white Wong Fei Hong films, where we see like the Hongga, Southern Praying Mantis, Northern Praying Mantis, Trolley Fight, and so on. This is basically a return to the classical kung fu shapes, you know what I'm saying, after the basher type of martial arts films that were done around that time, you know what I'm saying? So, and they're very well choreographed, very well shot, very well edited, and very well led, you know what I'm saying? And the film as a whole was shot pretty well in location in Taiwan, you know what I'm saying, which is cool, no complaints there. And the music is also pretty good, with the classical Chinese music and whatnot, with some library music here and there as well. Whoever the composer is, I forgot his name, definitely did a good job, so no complaints there. So the action, cinematography, editing, lighting, and music all get a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. Overall, Shaolin Wooden Men is a pretty good kung fu film from Hong Kong from 1976, you know what I'm saying? It may not be Jackie Chan's best kung fu film from Hong Kong back in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? But it's still pretty good, you know what I'm saying? And it would lay the groundwork for his later films like Snake and Eagle Shadow, Drunken Master, Fearless Hyena, The Young Master, the Project A films, the Police Story films, and so on and so forth. So I recommend y'all checking this out at least once or twice. It gets a 4 out of 5. Hopefully y'all enjoy this review, despite some hiccups here and there. Let me know what y'all think about Shaolin Wooden Men, in the comments below if y'all watching already. If y'all like this video, y'all can hit that like button and share it. If y'all enjoy this type of content, y'all can subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to keep y'all notified on the uploads. Y'all can also follow me on my other social media accounts, and stay tuned for more other reviews and more other videos along the way. So with all that said, hope y'all have a good night and happy belated Father's Day. This is your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji, aka the Pervy Sensei, signing out. Peace.